All right, all right, all right. What's up, folks? We alive. We alive, man. Let's go on this topic. Wait for my brother Brandon to jump on here so he can give his opening statements. This is his topic. He brought the ideal. He came across an article about California's first black cultural district, and that being no other than in Leimert Park, uh, being kind of a center of LA's black culture. You Crenshaw over in the area. Blacks have been a staple over in this community since the early '60s. I think all Leimert over in that area, Leimert Park near the jungles, all that used to be predominantly white areas, and then across this country, you had this thing that occurred widespread across America, and that being white flight. So we'll get right into that, get into the significance of this and what it can mean for other cities just to have this designation. But Leimert Park has always been what it's been, has always survived, has withstood the test of time. Those from over in the area, Dom Kennedy, that's why I play a lot of his music when we do the music shows. Picasso says Black History Month. Black History Month is 12 months out of the year, man, inside of America. True American history is Black history. Donald Trump and them do not know history. They're not Americans. Any person with backwooded bigotry and racism within their heart does not know American history, nor can they be American, and nor can they teach anyone history about America. If you don't have any type of knowledge of Black existence, the Black plight, just any of that, then therefore you cannot educate no one on history. And there's many Blacks who can't even educate on that one. But we'll get into this one. I want to see what that means as well. What does this designation means? And it comes at a crucial time. It comes at a time where LA is seeing a lot of investment, economic investment going on across the city. As the World Cup is, I think the World Cup ain't the World Cup coming to LA. Is something major with soccer that's coming into LA, as well as the Olympics. So the Olympics moving into Los Angeles, and of course the citizens of Leimert Park being at the heart and one of the prime locations in Los Angeles, they should definitely see some of this development. And the people who've been here for years, many of the business owners who've been there for decades, deserve a piece of this pie. And you see an investment as far as the train systems coming through Crenshaw, having stops. That was always a big thing within the people who are, the mouthpieces for the area and for Los Angeles. Who, and I think Nissy played a part in some of them talks as well, and then just other community activists of how they're having this train that was going to go through the Crenshaw corridor. They probably had plans when the MTA and city officials start coming up with the ideal to create a route through Los Angeles to bypass and are making a shortcut from LAX through Expedition Park through USC and all these other locations, and probably wasn't even having plans of putting a train stop along this, this within this community of Los Angeles. They're just going to look right past it. And that's kind of a thing to where this kind of a thing when you have these plans that go into kind of city projects into where they will bypass a black area, just have you speed right along through there and never having tourists or other people within the city or who commute to stop through these areas and to go about spending their change within with certain establishments. And I think that's a unique thing. Also to bring other black folks who come there, because along with the Olympics and along with the soccer, there are people who come from black nations that should be able to stop in there, and maybe people from either Latin countries, Asian countries, and European countries who can experience a little bit of black culture. I mean, they steal all of it, so they should feel comfortable enough to spend a little bit within these communities. So we'll see how it goes. But Leimert has always been there, and uh, it is a thing to kind of push the sharing of economics or finances. Picasso says, are y'all working with Tyreek Nasheed? Please. I doubt Tyreek had anything to do with that. He probably ain't one of the voices that speak for any of the people in this with this. Go ahead, Brandon. You can go ahead and open up. This is one of the topics you want to get on. So go ahead. You can cook, bro.
Yeah, I just want to make it real quick. Can we did we show the video or can we
No, no, I won't play the video. I don't want them hitting me with no copyright shit.
did you find something close to it, like an article or something that we could look over
Yeah,
so we can show people what we talking
yeah. I
about?
had this one article kind of with some historic stuff, and I'll pull that one up. I'll pull the article up on the distinction they just got as far as the being the first black district. But yeah, I'll get
Oh,
that pulled up now.
okay. Yeah, because basically, for them to make the first black district, I was surprised because I would have thought it would have been
Oakland.
No, either that or Greenwood, Arch and Pine in Tulsa. Like, I wouldn't have. So, I want to see how they classifying this like a black cultural district. Like, is this the equivalent of like Chinatown? Like, that's what I'm thinking it is, right?
Yeah, I thought it said just in California. Let me see.
Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying is, it's the first place to get this distinction. But what I'm trying to say is this the equivalent?
Yeah, it might be. Let's see. Historic. And I hate when they use the word South LA. That shit is South Central. They love saying that South LA shit to add a new
Yeah.
distinction because of the level of gentrification happening in the area.
All right, they go. Okay. Oh, it's the first of the kind in this state. See, I thought it was like the countries. Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
look at this one and then we'll go over this one and then let's see if it's anywhere else.
All right.
All right. South 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 Los Angeles is the state's first ever black cultural district. Following Friday's vote of approval by the California Arts Council. Senator Lola Samawa Cervez, who represents the South Los Angeles area, led the efforts for the state to designate historic South Los Angeles as a black cultural district.
And that's a Mexican person, ain't it?
She might be married to, I think she's probably a black woman that got Smallwood is a black person's name.
So then she got the hyphen on it, yeah.
Yeah. We would not elect black. We will protect. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go down. That's her right there.
Oh, okay.
So scroll down. Yep. See, she on the left. We could deduce that. See how quick we figured that out.
Right.
The new coastal district is to grow tourism, create local jobs, ensure the legacy. Blah 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 blah. We know how the community work to preserve it. Okay, scroll down. In addition to South LA, the arts approved 9 other new state designated coasts. I knew it was something, bro. I knew it had to be some shit in the game somewhere, but we just can't have nothing. It got to be something else. Let's see what else they did. The arts count approved 9 other new state designated. American Indian, man. Read that, bro.
Yeah, so American Indian Cultural District. I'm guessing that means native, not the people from India. The Art and Culture District of Riverside, the Art District, Liberty Station, the Black Arts Movement District in Oakland, the Dos Rios Art District in Modesto, Downtown Merce Cultural District, Downtown Oxnard, Historic South Los Angeles Black Art District in Los Angeles, San Jose, Japantown.
Oh, it is the equivalent. So they, instead of that being Chinatown, they doing it. So it is the equivalent. Okay.
Yeah.
In Leimert Park, where this is at in LA, is it a lot of black businesses and shits like that?
Yeah. It's a like a the black cultural hub. I'm gonna pull it up on the map.
Okay. Can you put up a video? Can we do like a first-hand walkthrough or something?
No, I don't want to play the video because it's coming from a news agency, and I don't
not
want
that video. A video of somebody walking through Leimert Park, the park. Play the video, you walking your ass through it.
Man, I ain't got no videos over there.
Over there, see, boy, I tell you.
Man, I've been over there. I ain't got no videos over
Over
there.
there. Stop calling it over there.
Man, that shit is over there, man.
The Leimert Park, bro. Leimert, call it the park. You stop calling it over there.
This nigga ignorant, man. This nigga come across uh, one article and then he all hyped up about the area. Like this is a black hub, but this is the area over here. All right, so along Crenshaw, the Van Ness, down
Say,
Vernon.
man, can we
On
get a inside view and not an area view? Can we get on
Man,
the
you
street?
got to see it from an aerial view versus just being
Okay,
down the street. It's a
you're right.
wide area. This encompasses all of what Leimert Park is. You have these
Oh, okay,
little
okay.
hubs, so that's all. It's all throughout all of South Central. So that's their little hub. This is a cultural
Who
spot.
the
This what
fuck is they?
well, I'm talking about the people live in this section. This is where
Man,
Fred tried
say
to learn his blackness.
I'm about getting tired of you. Cause you keep differentiating like this is a whole nother side of this ain't black shit. If this black shit, this what you down with, this what I'm talking about. This y'all shit.
This nigga here.
Let's scroll in so we can get in there deeper. Pause.
This nigga is stupid, man. But yeah, this is it. So there go USC is over here, over in this area, and then Leimert Park being right here. So be
Okay, now
something.
what's the gangs? I see Vernon Avenue. I know 40s on Vernon. That's all I know. On Vernon
Yeah,
Avenue.
so you already know off the bat. So that's the,
That's
yeah,
all
that's
I
the,
know.
yeah. They over there. I think the jungles is somewhere on this side. So the jungles will be over on this side. So all the Dons and all that other stuff where you hear about the jungles and all that. So got Bloods over here, Crips over here. I think it's a Blood set over on the other side as well.
And you not nowhere from nowhere near this area.
No, I ain't far. We go down there, but I'm in the hundreds. So I grew up in the hundreds. It's down in like the 40s and from
Okay,
the
so you
40s.
in the 40s, so you going down the other way.
Yeah, I'll
Because I
be
see
where
it
I
going
grew up at
39,
will
38.
be
So you going the other way.
yeah, I grew up over
Yeah,
here.
down that way. Okay, all the way
Yeah,
to 100. Okay, I see how it goes. So it's going to go
yeah.
40, 50, 60. Is designed that same way?
Yeah, mine's would be from Imperial. I grew up off Imperial in between Normandy and Dinker, or what you hear from like Friday, Normandy, and Western. So I'm right here. This is my street right here, 111th place. So and then this is
Okay.
Washington High School. This is Washington High
Is that
School. So this is my area.
is that all considered South Central LA though?
Yeah,
So you would consider all that South Central, even all that. Okay, so Crenshaw,
yeah,
all that
all
shit
this.
is South Central.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
all the areas, and then you kind of call all the areas that predominantly black areas and shit.
okay.
Now
So
you
if you
have
was
to where as they set the plan for gentrification to start happening, you start hearing like the Vermont Square. You see how they got all these tilings, the Manchester Square. They call where I'm at the Westmont and the Vernon Vista. They giving all these reclassification of the names as whites start to move in there. But you hear other little cities like this would be Lenox, Inglewood. You have Hawthorne, Gardena, all these other places here, but they all encompasses like the black areas and shit. We got Willowbrook, which you don't hear much about. That Willowbrook is just right next to
okay, so and
Compton.
them the projects. So they keep is the projects just up there where
No,
it or is
you always hear
all
about
around?
projects and you always hear the project in Watts, but there's other projects in what they call like where the brims are.
So will
I
Watts
can
be considered its own area outside of South Central, or would that be South Central too? Watts.
no Watts is kind of like it's in the middle. Where is Watts? Watts is like right here.
So
So you got
Watts would
Watts.
be South Central.
I mean, well, you can call it that, but it's right
I'm
near
saying
Compton. It's kind of its own little hub. It's like
that's what I'm asking.
The significance of Watts is like where a lot of blacks, when blacks start coming in from the south and shit, or blacks start moving out here, a lot of them end up in Watts.
So basically, black people came there and spread out.
Yeah, they spread outwards as you start having
Okay.
changes within housing, like along with the civil rights movements, and and that's the significance of the Watts riots. Once them riots kicked off, that also started this the acceleration of white flights as whites start to move out there. You dealt with LA dealing with a lot of the what they call it racial covenants when it came to housing and all that shit. So once you start having that breakdown, then blacks start to move out because blacks have money. They were working. They worked in the factories all around here. When you look at these maps, you don't even see a trace of a factory out here.
Nope. You
But
damn
like a
sure
lot of,
don't.
but you hear a lot
Nope.
of the
Or
stories,
nothing.
like you hear like on the Black Hood channels when you listen to the older cats talk, you hear a lot of them speaking about living here in living here in Watts. Some of them living at where it's predominantly Mexican and all that shit now.
Oh, see if it's another state that did that.
Yeah, I'm
Like
pulling it up. When I pull that shit up, it keep only showing this LA one.
I'm telling you, bro, that's what I'm thinking. Is this the only one? Like, did you do another city?
Yeah, I typed in what I typed in the first black cultural district in America, and it keeps showing me this one on Leimert Park. I'll be like, that's sad if it is. Oh, it is. It is the
I
first
thought
black.
so. I thought so.
That is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I would never guess that.
In the whole United States.
Yeah, but there's a lot of the D culture. But then again, when you look at black culture here in Los Angeles, it's only in the 1960s and shit.
No, is it?
Yeah, Leimert Park is the blacks didn't start really moving in there until the 1960s and shit. You probably had a predominance of like Japanese and whites over in that area and shit.
That's right. Japanese used to whoop y'all ass.
No, Japanese start getting moved out once America arrested their asses and rounded them the fuck up.
Oh, so you ain't even see no Japanese people.
Nope. When I was coming up, nope. That's when we start getting the influx of Koreans. Like older blacks may have seen that. They may have seen it, but then again, the Japanese probably were moved out of there by then too. But I hear black people talking about. I have heard black people talk about Japanese doing the landscaping over there and shit. And then when you look in
Yeah.
Leimert Park still has a like Japanese
Pull it
architecture
up.
to some of the buildings over there. Oh, I'm gonna go into the area. Hold on. Let me see. Where's that at again? All right, let's go. Let me pull in. So let's go. Where's the Merc? All right, let's go to the street view. All right. And it's a beautiful area. See, that's why I wanted the upper view. So let me see where we at. Let me see. But no, go ahead and cook while I drive through here.
Nah, you ain't. It ain't on the screen yet. You know you ain't put it
Oh,
on the screen yet.
oh, here you go. My bad. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the area is beautiful, man. And
Oh,
that's the
who got
thing.
the Rolls Royce? Somebody got the Rolls Royce sitting in the driveway. You see the Rolls Royce
You seen that?
right
Because
there? Okay.
you do got a lot of people with money over
It was the
here.
Rolls Royce right there.
Oh yeah, I see it. They got the old school Arnage or no, that was a Bentley or Nodge. Yeah,
Damn.
it's a lot of well off people over. It's a lot of educated people. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me go back into that. Let me see. Which way am I going? 39. Let me turn the other way.
We know you get lost. You don't really so they planted them palm trees in LA.
I believe so, yeah.
What, 60s or the 50s? Or before then? They had palm
I would
trees.
have to
What?
type that shit in.
They probably said
I
them
don't
things
think palm
probably haven't been
trees
there since
I don't
the
think
30s
palm
or
trees are
40s.
native to the area and shit.
They not. But y'all got them everywhere though.
Yeah. Probably when the Hollywood types start moving in there, they start planning that shit.
Bringing them from Florida.
I don't know. We may have to type that in where palm trees native to. But they're more famous with the Hollywood shit now.
Florida.
I don't even see palm. I don't ever hear people talk palm trees and they bring up Florida. They always bring up California and shit. Yeah, this is
Is
all
LA
new.
the only place with palm trees or California got palm trees?
No, I think a lot of coastal places. Oh wait, let me see.
Oh.
No, I don't think LA is the only place, but a lot of the coastal places. Let me see. Where are palm trees?
So where you at now?
This is on Crenshaw. Let me see. Where am I at? I'm trying to go. Let me go. Not Hyde Park. See, that's why I want that aerial view. Hold on, I'm gonna take the map into. Hold on, no, keep cooking.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm enjoying the map. Shoot, I'm sitting there learning. I ain't really got much. I'm sitting there. Oh, okay. It's drawing the line now.
Here we go.
So it's calling it. Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
And you said it still got Chinese. I mean, Asian architecture.
Yeah, I think more that the influence in the architecture is like a Japanese style in some of the designs and the businesses over here. Cause
Okay.
when they were planning the design of it. Think I was reading something that the fool who designed Central Park, they were some of the people brought in here for designing this area and shit. It's a
And you
master
saying,
plan area.
this is a predominantly black area.
Yeah, yeah. Even where I grew up at is predominantly black. That we didn't start having like Mexican. Like I said, I grew up with one Mexican dude in my neighborhood. I don't even know how many Mexicans over there now. It's still predominantly black. In the schools, you got a lot of Mexicans that attend the schools, but in the neighborhood I grew up in, I didn't grow up with a lot of Mexicans in my neighborhood, but I had a lot of Mexican friends growing up. But they didn't live on our side. My side has always been predominantly black.
Okay.
And this is Stocker. This is a real known street. You can just drive up Stocker and kind of see where how this area looks. Like these predominantly white people's homes. Like you go in the apartments over here, these are real nice, large
Oh,
ass.
these white people houses.
No, they used to be.
Oh, go back there. So who own them now?
The owners, I don't know. Probably, I don't know if black people own them or if they stayed in the white families, but the residents are black.
Oh, so the people that live in them black, they probably own them. If they
Yeah,
living in them houses, they probably black. If they live in them reds, they probably black.
yeah, but
I
these
mean, they
apartments,
probably own them.
these apartments,
Uh,
yeah, these are apartments.
Ain't no graffiti or nothing. That's nice.
Yeah, but there's gangs over here.
Where the graffiti is shit at? So they just stay playing. They just keeping their
Yeah,
shit nice, basically.
but you know what? Even in this area, when you talk like gangs, I don't think a lot of people hit up on the walls like that anymore. I don't think you
Okay,
deal with that.
got
But you never really had that much over in this area anyway. Because I know when I used to drive through here as a kid, I never really seen a lot of graffiti and shit around here. Yeah, but it's a nice area. Even when you go into the
you.
jungles is nice. You ain't gonna see a lot of graffiti even in the jungles, but you know it's a hood up in there. Yeah, but all this is changed, like how the train is over on Crenshaw and all that shit. All that shit is different. These apartments are new, so there's been a lot. Like I say, they redeveloping the area and shit.
Gonna run y'all out.
Yeah, they were attempting, but it ain't gonna happen. Every time they attempt to do shit to take black folks out of the equation or stuff, a lot of that shit ends up failing. They pour all
How
the
close is
investment in
this to
there.
downtown?
Yeah, let's pull it back up. Like
And
I
where the
say,
studio, and where the
South
studio
Central,
lots at?
South Central is the hub to everything. That's why whites have wanted to come back into the area. Downtown is, let me zoom up a little bit. Downtown will be here. So this will be,
Y'all far the fuck away from them.
no, we not.
Oh, they got y'all ass way the fuck down there.
Oh,
Where the studios and shit at?
wait, oh, you talking about the Hollywood studios?
Yeah.
They're gonna be over in this area. That shit ain't far. South Central close to everything. You just hop on one of these freeways and bam, you got freeway here. You got the freeway here. Like you can get to all that shit. It's just the traffic.
So where do the rich black people live? Like the weird rail to do where they got that bread, where you can
Right
go in
here.
that area.
Baldwin
Oh,
Hills and all that shit.
and they move. Oh, that shit say Obama Boulevard. They ain't bullshit. Go ahead, black people.
Yeah. But then the other thing that opened this area for black folks was this, they used to have a dam here where Kennehan Park and shit. There used to be a dam up there. And when that dam burst, the white folks start to flee from out of there. And then it
Oh,
opened
they got
opportunities
the
for
fuck
black folks.
on.
Yeah.
So, but there ain't no
Wilson
water there
Park.
nowhere, is it?
No, there used to be a huge dam up there, and they had
So it was water up there.
yeah, like a reservoir. There's a reservoir up there, and that shit
It's
burst.
gone.
Huh?
So the reservoir gone.
Yeah, the reservoir gone. Yeah, because when it burst, it ended up going downhill because the hill up there, and when it burst, it knocked out a bunch of homes. Nobody died. You can see the footage of it from hold on, that's I can play that one because it's old archive footage. Hold on, let me see. Then what I call that, the dam, Los Angeles dam burst. Los Angeles dam burst. Yeah, that was like in the 1960s or something. I think it was the 1960s. And let me see. Let me pull this one.
Oh, and then black people start going to get it.
Yeah, once the whites moved out, then yeah, the black folks start moving in there because they end up losing. I don't know if they got insurance money off of there and end up moving out, but I think no one died. I think they gave them warning. They seen a little crack forming in the dam, so people had enough time to get up out of there and shit.
So is it gated communities over there too?
No, it ain't gated. But you
Oh,
see
okay.
and all that other shit.
So it's name some black people that live over there, like older black people, like
Yeah, yeah,
old black people, like the old Lakers players and shit like that.
yeah, yeah. It's a nice, well off area and shit. They call, like somebody just wrote. They call it the Black Beverly Hills.
They got their own high school and shit.
Dang, I gotta pull up the map to see what high school in there. They probably go to like Westchester, or what high school would they go to? They'll probably go to Westchester or some shit. The people over there. But hold on, let me pull up this video with that dam. So this was that dam.
The land beneath wasn't solid bedrock. It was fractured earth, cut by a system of natural faults. On top of that, the dam was built near the Inglewood oil field, where decades of drilling had
That's where Han Parks is. You'll still see these oil derricks up there. So as they pumping, it was causing the earth, the pressure and all that shit to change under that dam.
caused the ground to shift and sink in unpredictable ways. At the time, those concerns were brushed aside. Los Angeles wanted more water storage, and the dam went up. For years, it looked stable. Families moved into new homes in the growing Baldwin Hills community, never questioning the giant basin above them. But by the early 1960s, signs of trouble appeared. Cracks formed in the dam's surface. Engineers patched them, monitoring the site but insisting the structure was safe. Oil drilling in the area continues. On December 14th, the worst fears became reality. That morning, dam workers noticed new cracks and seepage, water leak, hoping to reduce pressure, but the earth itself was shifting, pulling the dam up. Minutes, streets in Baldwin Hills, Hyde Park, and areas of Crenshaw were engulfed. Cars.
See, those all, you don't hear many people talking about this shit, but this all
modern dam built by professional engineers, by location and human activity.
So that opened the door to a lot of what you see with Baldwin Hills and all that shit. I'll pull that back up on the map. Let me go back to that map. And then so this would be the point where that was. And then all this is down in that area in the path of that where that dam burst. So this is it right here. And they still pump oil there. They still got this is where that oil fields.
They do?
Huh?
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they still got that shit. Yeah, you see the oil derricks would be all up here. That's why it's this brown area. You can see the oil storage and all that shit up in there.
Oh, okay, I see it.
And so the dam that's where they were pumping the oil at. The dam is up here where it's a state park now. So where this park is, I'm believing this little flat area is where the reservoir was. And that shit burst and went all the way down here and wiped out all that shit. This is over here where the jungles would be at. So yeah, LA got real deep history and shit. Yeah, real deep black history and shit. It's just the wrong people to tell the stories. A lot of people don't tell the stories proper on what LA history is because they always want to talk gangbanger shit.
Bro, that's how y'all know. That's what y'all know for, bro. That's y'all import. Y'all
all they know. That's all some people be wanting to hear. So this would be the jungles right here. This is that park, that Jim Gilliam Park, where you see a lot of people from the Black Pea Stones. They be in this park right here. So that's that park.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
park
what
where they. Matter of fact, let me go down there so you can see what it looked like. This is the park where I say they ran us up out of there when I was a kid.
that part.
Huh?
How far is that from your house?
That shit way on the other side. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. Let me see. I'm trying to move this little black thing out the way. Yeah, it'll be all throughout. This is the jungles right here.
Oh, okay.
So you don't see, they don't be writing on the walls and shit, but it's hood. It's where Training Day and all that shit was filmed at.
Yeah.
Yeah, this the jungles. So this is where T. Rogers, the dude, came from out of Chicago. So he started this hood. You'll get like, that's why a lot of people don't come in here if they not from here. You don't know this area and shit. Like even from with the gangs and shit, you can get your ass lost up in here and shit if you ain't never been in there before. So you end up trapped up in this mud. And then what you was asking me real quick?
And I forgot. I was actually how close was that to where you from? How you get over there?
Yeah. So this is, let me exit out. All right, so this would be, damn, all this shit in the way. So this is where we was at, like over in this area. I'll take the 405 all the way down past LAX and then back to the 105.
You ain't pulled it up. It ain't on the screen.
Oh, my bad. So yeah, my area is way over here. So right here off Imperial. And let me zoom in a little bit. So I'm from here. That's to go my spot, Jim Dandy. So this must be Vermont. But what street we on? So yeah, I'm right here. So I'm right off of Norman and 111th Place. And they're way out here. So I'll just hop on the 105 to the 405. But where the jungle's at is right. Where was he at? Yeah, they way over here.
Okay.
Yeah, or if you want to take a street, you can just go straight up Crenshaw.
What was you doing over there?
Well, way over in the jungles?
Yeah.
Because with my team from Jesse Owens, so from Jesse Owens Park, or if you hear like older gang members talk, they call it Sportsman Park. But from Jesse Owens, when I was playing basketball, we had our team, one of the teams there used to travel to other parts, and then we ended up going over to have a game and shit. Them fools ran us up out of there and shit. I had a game in the mob hood. What was that park called? Looters Park, where the mobs. This is back during the height of Death Row shit. Man, when we had that game, we because none of the parents brought their kids. Nobody went to that shit.
Everybody knew what it was.
Yeah, my mom like I said, my mom was older. She didn't care about that gang banging shit. We showed there nobody in the park. The park dark as hell because these fools busting out the lights and shit. And none of the other kids showed up. We ended up forfeiting that shit. Everywhere our coach tried to have us have games at, if it was at another, because most times you have a game at another park, it's in like a rival gang neighborhood's park. Nobody showed up to that shit except us.
Yeah, that's wild. Man, that's crazy. But that was what I wanted to. I was just shocked that would be the only black district. Like, what? Look up and see what would be considered. No, not the oldest black town because we don't have no black town.
I'm gonna pull up black cultural or black districts in America.
Historical or something. Black historical districts.
Let me see, districts in America. Yeah, I thought that was just California. That shit tripped me out if it's only in California. Yeah, I would have sworn it somewhere in the Midwest or somewhere at least. Black districts in America,
especially in Detroit.
Let me see. Black district in America is often refers to. Currently, there are 15 congressional districts. Nope. It's going into some congressional shit. Yeah, I think that is the only designated one.
So they got nothing in Detroit, nothing in Chicago. That's crazy. That's sad.
Let me see. Black cultural. They went in some election stuff about cultural districts in America. And when I type it in, it's struggling to pull anything up. Yeah. They pull up Harlem as far as black cultural districts in America, surviving areas celebrate. They pull up Harlem and Greenwood.
I would have thought that. I forgot all about Harlem.
Yeah, let me pull this one up. Hold on. Let me see where I got that info. All right, here we go. List of African American. This says neighborhoods. Let me see.
That's cool.
That the neighborhoods is cool. All right, we'll go there.
I want to see that.
Let's see. All right, there we go. So even I met somebody that was from what's that place called in Alaska. Alaska got a black community and shit.
Pull it. I want to see that.
The one in Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they put
communities in Atlanta. Hold on, they naming them all. Go up. Hold on, I can't see that. Hold on. Oh, they naming them by state. Okay.
Yeah. So you got Birmingham
is 16th Street, Ben Hall, site of 2003 riots. I don't remember that.
Let me see.
2003 riots.
Let me see. What was that one about? Okay, it says the paper acknowledged by former Governor Greenhall 2003 Benton Harbor Task Force report as a key. No, this ain't the riots. Showing 2003.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I don't see nothing either. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Yeah, I don't either. So it may not have been race related. Yeah, I don't know nothing else significant in 03 shit. And the Black Belt of Alabama, 18 counties in Alabama, a total 52% African American population. But they probably got a small population though.
Shit. Oh, so is this all 18 right here?
In that count, a black belt?
Black. It's the black. I think it's what's ever in that dark black.
Okay, here it is. Let's see. The Black Belt is a region of the U.S. state of Alabama. So the term originally referred to the region's rich black soil, says much of it in the soil order, what is that, Vertistol? Says the term took on an additional meaning in the 19th century when the region was developed for cotton plantation agriculture, says in which the workers were enslaved African Americans after the American Civil War. Many freedmen stayed in the area as sharecroppers and tenant farmers, continuing to comprise a majority of the population in many of these counties. Physical geography of the Black Belt refers to a much larger region of the southern United States, stretching from Delaware to Texas. Says, but centered on the upland areas of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Says in the antebellum and Jim Crow eras, the white elite of the Black Belt dominated Alabama state politics well into the 1960s, a trend that has continued to the current day. It says, as in other southern states, the white-dominated state legislature of Alabama passed laws and a constitution that created barriers to voters' registration. Why voting is important. It's important to these racist whites. Says essentially disfranchising most black people and many poor whites. White blacks have an ignorance of politics. It's the truth, bro. Yeah, let's see.
You missed that. It was something about Joe Biden.
Oh, let me see.
I know you like that. The Alabama Black Belt National Heritage Area was established in National Heritage Area Act. I want to look at that act.
All
The
right.
national, not I want to look at not the Alabama one, the national one. You should click on that blue right there.
All right, there we go. Hold on. Let me see this thing.
It just probably you remember you got to click on another tab because it's gonna pop up. Yeah. What the hell you?
No,
I can't see.
It opened into a congressional.
What it was.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go back and see if I can find it in on this shit. Hold on. National Heritage Act of 2022. That's their reference they got that from. So let me see. National Heritage. Yeah, no, nobody wrote an article on it. Let me see. I'm gonna find one. Like I said, National Heritage Act established. No, that's so they're just showing the area wherever state that was. But I'm gonna pull it up.
Established just to do that in Alabama?
Huh?
Established just to do that in Alabama?
No, I'm about to find it. Let's see. All right, here goes something here. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna pull up the short AI version of it. So let me see. So here it is. The response to National Heritage Area Act 2022 established a framework for the designation and management of a national heritage area across the United States. This legislation, signed into law, provides standard criteria for funding, management, and designation of the national heritage areas, ensuring they receive federal support for the next 15 years. Key features include bipartisan support, says the act passed with wide bipartisan backing in Congress, as reflecting a collective commitment to preserving cultural and historical sites. Funding authorization says the national heritage areas are authorized to receive up to $1 million annually for development and continue with continuity efforts, says addressing previous funding uncertainties. Is that enough money? Technical assistance says the Department of Interior is tasked with providing technical and financial assistance to local entities involved in the management. So that's just a little breakdown there. Here goes something else. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This one provides some. Let me pull up this article here. This one lists some of the areas. So let me see. All right, here we go. So this one shows it in several states, mainly throughout the South and the East Coast, because the East Coast does have a.
We didn't do it in Texas nowhere.
Yeah, you know that fool in that wheelchair ain't gonna allow that shit. Says the National Heritage Area Act of 2022 says signed into law. Says in one of the final acts taken by the Congress in 2022, says the House of Representatives overwhelmingly approved the National Heritage Act on a bipartisan vote, 326 to 95. Says this action followed an unusual vote of unanimous consent, says by the Senate. Says which required that there be no objections from any of the 100 senators. The National Heritage Area Act says was championed by Representative Paul, Tonko, Democrat in New York, and David McKenzie, Republican of West Virginia. It says in the House and Senator Debbie Stabenow of Michigan and Roy Blunt of Missouri, says in the Senate. The bipartisan bill was co-sponsored by 16 senators, 138 House members through the House Companion Bill. Says this rare show of bipartisan support, and one of the says is one of the reasons that the work on the heritage areas is so important. Creating standards, criteria for the funding management. We read that earlier. 15 years, blah blah. So solving the challenge for the national heritage areas, including freedom ways. says that was due to sunset. Oh, says that we're sorry, that were due to sunset in the next 2 years. Says it also approved the designation of 7 new national heritage areas, including the Down East Maine. Blah 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 about it. Yeah, I don't want to read that. All right, what else you got?
That's pretty much it. You got something, man?
No, I ain't got nothing else.
No, I ain't got nothing else. If that's it, we can cut it.
All right,
No news, no music, no nothing.
Nah, because I'll get back on here later. I was gonna make a run real quick.
Do your thing then, brother. Go.
What else what y'all want to do with the Friday show since we didn't do it yesterday? If you got something,
yeah, get with dudes. Yeah, I'll be up. I'll jump back. Hell yeah.
You got a topic?
Nope.
Oh shit, y'all need a topic because all I'm gonna do is bash that dummy and hey man, the fools released that Epstein and they mad.
I ain't see nothing but a few pictures and shit. Did you want to look into that?
Man, they said they talking about some Republican senator talking about Bondi. They may end up facing some type of action against them. But they were Republican talking about impeaching Pam Bondi because they redacted a bunch of that shit.
I know I saw that they redacted a bunch of that shit. Do you want to look at it or nah?
I don't know where to find it at. But I was seeing they said that that I know they've been showing the hell out of Bill Clinton. They show Chris Tucker and shit. I like, man, these fools is playing games. It ain't gonna work out right for your boy. But if I can find a website where they at, we can definitely pull it up. But they show it didn't look good for Bill Clinton. It don't look good at all.
Yeah, well, go get you something to eat and come on back, and then see what do
something to eat. I'm about to go make a run for.
Whatever you gonna do. Go see. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up though. I'm gonna hit you though.
All right, and then see if you can find where we can pull the photos and stuff up.
Okay.
All right.
All right, P.
All right, for sure. Hey, the Cowboys play today?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. I was wondering maybe
that was the Eagles and the basically the Redskins, and then the Birds and the Green Bay just went off. That was a good game.
Oh shit! How the fuck they win that?
Yeah, they won that. You missed both of them games?
Man, when I did my last live, I seen CJ talking about it. I was like, oh yeah, the Packers gonna win that one because it's like 3 minutes left.
No, they came back. They came back. I think they got an onside kick. Yeah, and they went into overtime, and what's calling them beat them.
Damn, I should have watched that in 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Damn, I know that nigga CJ hot than a motherfucker.
Yeah, Caleb Williams threw the game-winning touchdown. He threw the game-winning touchdown in overtime.
That fool had no touchdowns when I looked at this shit.
No, I think he ended up with 2.
He ended up with 2 of them.
Yeah, he threw 1 in the fourth quarter on 4th down to tie the game with like 40 seconds left. And then he threw the game-winning touchdown.
Wow, I'm glad that dude having this kind of year. Wow, I may have to go watch that shit. I swear that shit was over with. How the hell? Damn. Yeah, that's a heartbreak for you fans of Green Bay. But yeah, let me go grab something to eat. If you can find it, let me know, and then I'll go live again.
Bet.
All right, for sure. We out of here, folks. Peace.